invited to and encouraged to play at any time, all day. As long as we got our work done, nobody cared. Like, our boss was like, I don't care if you guys sit and play Guitar Hero for half the day. As long as you finish on time and under budget, you do what you got to do.
Right, exactly.
Bring the camera back. That's the important thing.
What?
Yeah.
I know you're signing something there. I don't know if you can multitask or double task or whatever.
I can try.
So he said that you're an animator by trade, basically.
I was trained by like a lot of guys at the school we went to. A lot of them were in Disney.
Right.
Still young. He worked on a lot of different Disney movies like Lion King, Little Mermaid. Just a lot of stuff, and he had a lot of cool stories.
Did he work on Cats Don't Dance as well, or was that one of your other
That was
professors?
the character designer. He worked on Cats Don't Dance, and he designed the little girl, which whenever I watched it, I remember I watched it, and then I rewatched it again. The next day I went up to him, and I talked to him, and I was like, yeah, so did you just base this off any other little girl that you know, or did you just like look at your kid and go, be evil? And he was like, sort of pauses, and he's just, that's not funny, Mike, but it's true.
So who do you work for now?
Well, I'm doing the contract job with TNT.
Oh, right.
Not really working for anyone, more of a sort of a freelancer.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I'll draw stuff.
He's done work with for like the Louisiana state government, and you did a commercial too for Red Stick Animation
It was really
Festival.
fun. Like,
he animated a commercial, and it aired in Louisiana.
I was in a lecture with this guy Gary. I forget his last name. But I was talking to him. I was telling him about our ideas for cartoon shows, and he really liked Mr. Sinn. He thought it was really cool. And so he was just like, I got to work on this. You want to work with me on it? I was like, sure. And so we did it, and it was really funny. And of course, we shot it within the old Louisiana governor's mansion, in which there were a lot of historic artifacts, and we were, putting paper lips on railings, and I was just like,
like making artifacts sing.
in which we got to one part, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. I was like, hold on. I run downstairs, and of course, it's at the time that the Animation Festival, the ground floor of the Governor's Mansion has like a lot of different animated movies coming out, like The Simpsons, all that stuff.
Right.
And we were trying to figure out what to do, and we see a bust of one of the previous governors back in like 1880s or even the 1700s. It's like it was Ulysses something. And I was just like, we gotta use him. And so Gary's just like, I think we need to ask permission first, Mike. And I was like, I'm gonna ask for permission. So I had to talk to like a lot of different people there. I had to talk to a worker, I had to talk to their boss, I had to talk to the boss's boss. I then had to talk to a state official. And it was all within 1 hour, in which they were all like, well, we don't want you to damage him. I'm like, I'm not gonna damage him. I'm just gonna put little lips in front of him. And so they're just like, fine. So I hang up the phone, I tell them it's good to go, we do it. Then they get a call in which they're just like, can't do it. And we already have like a shirt and hat on it. We're just like, yeah, we'll not do it. And then as they leave, Gary's like, well, we gotta take it. Like, no, shoot now, shoot now, shoot now. So we shoot it. Everyone that's seen the video, like after that, thinks it's the best thing ever. Yeah, I still remember as the part that I could have been arrested for vandalizing historic artifacts.
Yeah, it's up on YouTube. If you just look for like Red Stick Animation Festival, you'll see it on YouTube. It's like a 30-second animated commercial, and it's so awesome.
It is by far the funniest thing ever.
One more question.
Sure.
Who is like a major influence on what you do?
I'd have to
on what you've chosen
just
to
one
do?
person, or
Yeah, I want to hear one. Because everybody always cops out, man, and they always have like five or six.
It's really hard. I like to think
guy.
that a lot of artists, like a lot of animations, or just a lot of writers have influenced my work a lot. I mean, if we're gonna say one person, I could always go by the cop out and be like God, but I'm not.
But I'm not.
It's really hard to say because I've like a lot of artists like whenever they first start off, they'll pick up a comic or they'll look at someone's original work and they'll just want to try and do something that great. And I would like to think that my art is sort of like trying to adapt to a lot of different people's styles. And that I would like to at least try and be that famous. And then if I meet those guys, they'll be like, hey, you sort of copied off of me. And I'll go, oh, well, it's more of an homage to you, sir. Don't shift me.
Right.
But
let me put it this way. When I said that to you,
yeah.
what subconsciously flashed in your head?
I would like to say Phil Young. Mostly because he was a really cool teacher. He had a lot of really interesting facts. He helped me push my artwork a little bit more. So did Professor Chung at SCAD. He was an amazing life drawing artist. Like, and if you guys like are able to find out or find his work online, he's really amazing. A lot of stuff that he does. But Phil like got me to really love just drawing characters, just making them as fun and realistic as possible. Which I think that's the one thing I love to see with comics, or at least would see in more mainstream stuff instead of the constant like, I'm grim, I'm mad, just, you know.
Right.
Life isn't always like that, guys. Throw a joke, maybe give them a silly look. I mean, Green Goblin's just always like,
right.
I'm evil.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, and that's kind of a different attitude right now because it seems like everybody's trying to make everything darker.
Just,
You know, The Dark Knight, I think, did that. Which, don't get me wrong, The Dark Knight was in my opinion, was a great film.
But then also, you had Heath Ledger who played as the Joker, who everyone was like, oh my god, he's too creepy. But in a way, he wasn't creepy. He was actually really fun to just watch, and him just go like, oh, look, I'm going to show you a magic trick.
Right.
And it wasn't him going, I'm going to show you a magic trick with my scary voice.
Right, exactly. Right. What about you?
Let's see. I was thinking about this the whole time, and I feel really bad because there's one man who really comes to mind, and I actually don't remember his name, and he was like my favorite professor, and he helped me out with all these different works and projects, but I can't even remember his name right now, which is really, really sad. So instead I'll mention someone who had a much more recent impact on me. Was his name is a writer-producer, a comedy writer-producer named Dave Drabick, who's he used to write the jokes on David Letterman. He wrote on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
And then for the past like 8 years, he's done a tremendous amount of work for Cartoon Network. And that's how I met him, was at my job at GameTap. He was helping out some of the animated series that we do, and he had me do some voices for some of the shows that we did, which was a lot of fun. But he really just inspired me to just keep working, and really you have to, I guess the best advice that he gave me is if I want to keep moving forward, especially in the industry that I'm working in, then I have to have, as he put it, you have to have gigantic balls and just do it. Like, you have to go forward and meet with as many people as possible and show them what you're capable of, and have as much faith and confidence in yourself and in what you can do as possible. Because if honestly, if you come across like you don't have confidence in your own work, then why would the person you're talking to have confidence in you?
Yep.
Because if you don't have the confidence there, they're like, well, why should I believe in what you can do if you don't believe in what you can do?
Right. Yeah, just please tell me that he has nothing to do with Spaceballs in the animated series.
No, he does not. He doesn't work on that.
I've seen it, and I gotta say, I don't know if anyone really has anything to do with that.
I have a feeling that most of the people would want to take their name off of it if they could.
I would actually think they'd like to do what the Matt and Trey did on South Park with the Scientologist episode. Just everyone, John Smith, Jane Smith.
Right. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Oh yeah, thank you for stopping by and doing the interview. We really appreciate that.
All right, and check out the
Librarian, Curse of the Judas Chalice
website,
webcomic at www.tnt.tv/Librarian Comic. And also on December 7th, check out the Librarian, Curse of the Judas Chalice at 8 to 7 Central.
Yeah, although we don't care as much as if you watch the movie, because we only did the graphic novel. So.
I care. I care a lot.
Well, true. I mean, I'm gonna see it.
Maybe he'll want to do a fourth movie, and then he'll take what we wrote.
Maybe.
And have to pay us.
Or maybe he'll pay you to do the graphic novel again. All right, guys. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.